The Public Health Consulting and Entrepreneurship EXPO. What is it? Who is it for? Why does it even exist? And what's new for 2024? I'm answering all of these questions and more right now. You're listening to the PHEC podcast, episode 326. The field of public health is so broad, overlapping multiple industries. With epidemiology at the core of public health, there are an unlimited number of ways to target specific populations, health conditions, environmental issues, and causes that matter most to you. My name is Dr. Huntley, and I'm the host here on the Public Health Epidemiology Conversations podcast. I'm an epidemiologist, consultant, and entrepreneur with over 20 years of experience in healthcare and public health. On this podcast, my guests and I engage in conversations that demonstrate the importance of public health and epidemiology across a variety of industries, helping you think outside the box and inspire greater positive impact in communities around the world. Now, let's dive into the topic of this brand new episode. Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining me on this episode. It's that time of year. We're preparing for the Public Health Consulting and Entrepreneurship EXPO, the new one that's coming up in 2024. And if you've been around for a while, you're used to hearing of that. You may have attended one in the past. We've had them for several years. On this episode, I want to share with you, in case you're brand new to this, I'm going to clarify what it is, who it's for. We're going to talk about why it even exists, its purpose, and then what's new for 2024, because we do change a little bit each year, and there's some pretty big changes for 2024, and it's all based on the needs of the attendees and how industry changes and shifts, and I'm excited about what we have coming up for you in 2024. So listen closely so that you can decide for yourself with all the information upfront and early if this is something for you. Every single year, once enrollment closes, and then we start talking about the event, people are attending and posting and commenting, I always get a group of people that will reach out and ask if it's too late or they just discovered it after enrollment closes. So this time around, I hope that you will listen to the information, decide if it's for you, share it with a friend that, may be interested or not. I want people to have all of the information they need to make a decision early enough to be able to participate in the upcoming Expo for 2024. All right. So let's start with what is the Expo? The online Expo, it's a program that consists of an on-demand workshops, topics that help you get started with consulting or any other type of entrepreneurial route in public health, maybe whatever it is that you decide to do. It is also not just getting started, but also helping with finding clients, because those are two big questions that we always get. People want to know, how do I get started and how do I find clients? We have a mixture of live workshops and different topics. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But I'm describing the online only portion of the Expo. So just to back up a little bit, there's an online only option, and then there's an online plus in-person option. Regardless, if you decide to join us in person, you're still going to have access to this online portion. But some people will just attend the online only and not opt to join us in person. So what I'm describing is the online portion of the program. So you'll have all like I said, these on-demand workshops that help you with topics around getting started, finding clients. We're going to have some live workshops on topics around, really the topics that business owners and entrepreneurs need to know about, like legal considerations and bookkeeping, financial aspect of business. So we're going to have some of those workshops where you can be able to participate live, have a little portion of Q&A there with the experts in those areas. And then there's going to also be a private virtual community. And that is so that we're able to engage with other entrepreneurs. It's in the past expos, it's been a highlight because people get to brainstorm and just interact with other people that are also thinking and considering entrepreneurship. It is this is where there is a part of it that's great for people getting started. It's also great for people who have already started, especially with the live workshops with legal questions and attending to get those answers and bookkeeping questions. You may have gotten started, but maybe you're still keeping your books in a spreadsheet and maybe you have questions around how to organize that. So that's why we're bringing these professionals in to help you with that information from the beginning. And there's some other topics that we're going to have people speak on as well. We have all of those details coming for you, but I just want you to understand what the online portion consists of. Also, the way that we're structuring this is so that people who want to engage and network with others and think and engage in a virtual atmosphere that's just for the attendees and entrepreneur thinkers, it's perfect. But some people want to just attend. They don't want to interact with other people. They're just thinking about it, but they want to go through the material. They want to participate in the workshops, get the information, but they may not want to engage in the community. So you don't have to. The way it's set up with the online structure, you can engage as much or as little or not at all if you want to remain private as you explore this opportunity for yourself and learn. It's a win-win for either perspective. Now, if you decide that you would like to attend the workshop, the 2-day option in person, then you get to go through the entire online portion, which takes about 6 weeks of online activity. And then you will join us for a 2-day retreat. The 2-day in-person retreat is perfect for a small group of people who want to work more closely with me to develop personalized strategies, to level up your business that you've already started, or to get started with your brand new business. So that is what the expo is. Now, who is it for? Next question. The expo is ideal for professionals in academia, government, research, or other areas of public health who might be interested in exploring new career pathways as a consultant or through other forms of entrepreneurship. It's also ideal for current public health consultants or other entrepreneurs who are interested in growing their businesses to the next level and engaging with other entrepreneurs in the space. So if either one of those categories describes you, then the expo is perfect for you. Now, final question, why does the expo exist? Like, what is the purpose of the expo? Like I said, we've had this for several years, and the purpose remains the same. How we meet the needs shifts from year to year, but there's several things that describe why the expo exists. One is it really highlights exciting, innovative examples of consulting opportunities in public health. And this is one place to really focus on that. People hear about it, but not really sure what they can do. And those that are already entrepreneurs, consultants in the space, there's a craving to be with others who are the same and have that camaraderie. So highlighting the exciting, innovative examples of consulting opportunities in public health is one of the reasons why this expo exists. Another is that it gives it's an opportunity to explore the possibilities of non-traditional career path in public health. It's also to inspire you to take action on ideas that you have about starting a business that serves the needs of the communities and causes that you care most about. It provides you with resources that support first or next steps in starting your consulting business or journey into entrepreneurship. Over the years, I've heard so many stories. People have come back to me to say how inspired they were by the expo just by attending and by getting the resources, attending some of the coaching sessions. And they go off and they start their businesses and they follow back up with me later to say, the expo was really helpful for me to unlock these ideas and thoughts and allow me to move in a direction that I really wanted to be in. And I've got this business, and they'll tell me about their business and what they're doing. So over the years, this expo has touched so many people and inspired so many people to take the action. It's also another part of the purpose of why we do this is to encourage networking and engagement with other public health professionals. Also, I'll say one more thing. I could go on about it, but I'll say one more thing around the purpose and why the expo exists is to create an exciting and professional in-person experience for public health entrepreneurs to work on their business goals, processes, and programs, and to connect and build genuine relationships with other entrepreneurs, which is so important for your personal and professional development as a business owner. That is a huge part of the expo, and that can happen to a degree with the online experience. But if you attend in person, it elevates that to a whole new level. And I highly encourage you to consider that option. So just want to recap, and then I'm going to tell you where you can find even more details. You don't want to miss this next expo opportunity. If you're listening to this episode and you're at this point, you really don't want to miss this next opportunity. Some of the big differences for this year is the hybrid mix of online. The online portion is a hybrid mix of self-guided content that covers all of the topics that I've found people are asking the most about and needing the most help with, whether you're starting or elevating your business, just working on your business as a public health, specifically a public health entrepreneur. Another difference is the presenters will be all of legal or financial professionals, or there's some other areas that I'm looking to bring in expertise where people are always asking questions, but these people are coming in as experts in their fields to answer these questions. Like the legal professional is going to share some legal tips and advice and guidance, and then offer some Q&A, offer to answer your questions, those that attend live. And then that recording will be made available to the attendees, the people who enroll in the Expo program. So this is something that I really wanted to bring to everyone because it gives all of us a chance to learn, no matter where you are. Even if you're just considering, these are things that you need to know and be aware of early on. And then if you're already in business, you absolutely need to be in the room or the virtual room for these conversations. So that's another big difference for this year or the next expo. And then in terms of the in-person expo, this past expo, we had our first in-person retreat and it exceeded expectations across the board. So our goal for the next one is to do it again with the upcoming expo. And we've tightened a few things and added a few things and sprinkled a few things on top to ensure that we can do that again. So enrollment for the Public Health Consulting and Entrepreneurship Expo opens December 4th through December 15th only. So make sure that you make a note of that. I don't want to hear, it's heartbreaking when people come in late and they want to enroll and I can't bring them in and they have to wait a whole year. So enrollment opens December 4th through 15th only. And that allows us time to prepare for this new cohort of people coming in. The online program starts on January 2nd. We're hitting the ground running in 2024. We will meet in Orlando. The in-person retreat is February 15th and 16th. It will be in Orlando. And to get all of the details, and if you go to this URL and there's a opt-in for the waitlist, make sure you get on it because we're going to be filling the information waitlist. There's going to be more information that will feed to people that are really interested to make sure you have everything you need will be available to answer questions through email so that when enrollment opens, you are absolutely ready. You already know you're going to do this and you're ready to sign up. I don't want anyone left out. We have limited seating for Orlando. And I encourage you, if you want to attend, be ready so that you do, as soon as those spots are filled, we will close enrollment for Orlando. From a business perspective, for us, it's great. The sooner we fill those spots, then we can go on with that planning phase. But to let you all know, if you're thinking about it, you don't want to wait until the last minute and run the risk of potentially having those spots filled and that part of the enrollment closed. I know that a lot of people who did not attend in person when we were in Orlando before really regretted it and really want to attend. I don't know if that means they absolutely can, if it fits their schedule or not, but we've had a couple of in-person mastermind meetings across the year, especially the one recently in Houston, where it's a rich experience. And I know that people are really interested in this opportunity. So I'm encouraging you, if you're interested in joining us in person, to not put that off and make sure that you are grabbing your spot early. Okay, so simply go to publichealthexpo.com and you can get on the wait list. You can see, or you may be able to just see all of the details, depends on when you're actually going to that site and when you actually hear this episode. If enrollment is open by the time you get there, by the time you hear this and go to that URL, then jump into the details and go ahead and sign up if you're interested, if it's a good fit for you. All right. So once again, it's publichealthexpo.com. And I hope to see you in the expo for 2024. Wow, a lot covered here, but I'm excited and I hope you are too. So until next time, have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for listening to the Public Health Epidemiology Conversations podcast. Visit phecpodcast.com to find the show notes for each episode and to learn how to work with me.